Let's get a check of our weather coast to coast with AccuWeather meteorologist Alex De Silva on this Wednesday morning. First of all, Alex, what kind of damage did we see in that nor'easter earlier in the week?
Yeah, well, most of the damage came from the coastal flooding and inundation that we saw from this long duration coastal storm that we have been experiencing along the East Coast. AccuWeather has come out with our preliminary damage estimate numbers. $3 billion in damage is what we have put out for our preliminary, and that is total damage and economic loss. A lot of that, of course, is due to the coastal flooding. Saltwater flooding is a lot more expensive to repair than freshwater flooding. So that is one of the major contributors to how we got to this number. Also, it occurred during a holiday weekend, and we had hundreds of flights delayed and canceled during this weekend. So that all contributed to this big number that you saw there. And we'll take a look across the country quickly at some of the other big disasters that we saw so far this year. Of course, the largest of the year was the LA County wildfires that we saw earlier in the year, but we've had billion-dollar disasters in other areas across the country as well. Now, if we switch gears and head back to the tropics here, what am I watching here over the next week or so? This is going to be the area in the Caribbean that I think we have to be concerned about. October 20th to the 24th, we're going to be having a tropical wave moving into this area that I think could have development potential here. So let's track it out over the next week or so. So through Sunday, I don't think anything's really going to come of it. It's going to be coming across the Atlantic. Nothing really going on with it. Once it approaches the Lesser Antilles early next week, I think we can start to see some slow organization. Probably won't be a tropical storm at that point, but it's definitely going to be, I think, getting a little better organized. Then once it gets into the Caribbean Sea, I think that's when it could really start to intensify, and that would be late next week. So we are very far away from when this could be intensifying, but the water temperatures are so exceptionally warm in the Caribbean here. There's been no tropical systems that have moved through that area to essentially mix up that water and bring cooler water to the surface. So it's basically untouched prime conditions in this area for development. So this is something I think we're going to have to watch very carefully as we go out through the rest of next week. We're going to have to watch a dip in the jet stream to the north that would have the potential to pull whatever develops down here to the north. So I think it either gets pulled to the north or it might just keep going west into Central America. So again, plenty of time to watch this, but I think this is the next thing that we're going to have to be keeping a close eye out for.